So we just came up the pass here to Imogene, and this guy's up here, and we're like, what is he doing dragging a tire? So I had to come over here and get him. It was a real interesting character. Can you tell us why you're up here? So we are out here at the entrance of the Alpine Loop. Our group is airing down. This is the 4th day of trails for us. Running a 26-mile loop today. Not going to do all the Alpine. That takes a couple days. We're going to go run Poughkeepsie. That's the only like hard trail that's here. And the rest is really about just the scenery. It's gorgeous. Let me just show you, even as driving in here, the water is flowing. Once I get over this edge, you should hear it. And I'll show it to you. The snow melt's going on, so the water is cooking. So we got Kyle again, Lance and Desiree, Mirandy, Tom and Beth, and John in the back there. And Bill and Gail, our cooks, Keri's parents, decided to join us on the trails today, which we're happy about. They can get a sample of what stuff is like out here. They also brought their Jeep, but it's starting to have some engine noise, and so we decided not to push it. Look at the view, just amazing. The video never does it justice. You guys have got to get here at least once in your life. You'll want to come back. It is breathtaking.
Poughkeepsie Gulch straight.
All right, let's go hit it. Was 10,000.
456.
456.
Yeah.
Currently on Poughkeepsie Gulch.
Yeah, the snow is still melting, so the water is rushing. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay. Who did it better, Jeep or Toyota?
Stay a little passenger there. Yep. I'll straighten out. No problem. All right. You didn't have the clearance. Good, come passenger forward, driver forward. Did we meet up in Michigan? Guys are up here pushing the Lexuses, all right. Jeez. Our driver forward. Just hold that driver, come on forward, it's no big deal. Straight from there, Mirandy. Straighten out. Little passenger now. Straight from there, Kyle. Slightly passenger. Okay, never mind. I would just hug that wall on the driver's side. It says 6.5 miles to Silverton, 16.5 miles to Silverton to the left, 10 miles to Silverton to the right, Animas Forks to the left, California Pass to the left, Hurricane Pass to the right, Poughkeepsie Pass to the right, Yardstone to the right. We're going to take the California Pass to Animas Forks. We're driving up California Pass. Here 2 years ago we came down this. Waited at the bottom for a while for traffic, but eventually ended up going once we just saw this one side by side. It looks like they're getting over for us, which is the custom. We made it to the top of California Pass. Last time we went down over here to Lake Como. This time we came up the pass. John, that's phone signal, I take it.
Yep.
We stopped here 2 years ago as well. This area is called Animas Forks Historic Site, and as you guys can see, there's a bunch of old mining ruins. So buildings, leftovers, really cool stuff to see. Some picnic benches. There's actually a bathroom here, which is nice when you're back in the trails like this. It's hard to find cover to go use bathroom back in these areas. They're pretty open, especially when you get above tree line. Animas Forks Historic Site, established 1875 with a population of 114, elevation 11,160 feet. So we just came down from over that way, and there's a water that runs down through town here. And I believe we're going to leave over here and get on that pass. This is what it looks like coming in the top side of Animas Fork. You can really get a good view of the ruins. Some camp spots down
like 4 feet. Keep coming. Keep coming. Yep, let it drop a little bit. And then go passenger a little. There you go.
So there's some campers up there. Check out their view. So we are almost to the end of our day's trail ride. There's like 6 switchbacks we had to take. So pretty slow moving down the hill. But that's what they look like there. And you can see we're almost to the bottom. Gorgeous views still. I think all the drivers are just concentrated on. Well guys, we covered almost 22 miles of trail here just south of Ouray off of the famous $1 million highway. It was a good loop we put together. Hopefully you guys followed along. I'll put in the description too a list of all the trails we did in case you want to know. Looking forward to tomorrow. We're going to run Imogene Pass and Last Dollar Highway is the plan right now. It's the 4th of July, so we're going to try to get back early enough to cook some steaks and have a real nice dinner.
Good morning, everybody. Today is day 6 or 7 or 8. I don't even know.
It's the 4th of July. It's the 4th of July.
Yeah, it is the 4th of July. Our 3rd day in Colorado, 3rd full day. We are currently on Last Dollar Road. We are taking it into Telluride. Gonna do some 4th of July celebrations and shopping and just kind of check out Telluride because none of us have been there. The view on Last Dollar Road is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to turn the camera around here. You can't really see it right now, but we literally just drove through about a mile long of yellow flowers, like a mile long stretch of these fields with like just covered in yellow flowers. It's absolutely beautiful. But anyway, we're going to have a great day today. Talk to you later.
Saw elk.
Oh wait, oh yeah, that's right. We also saw an elk herd when we first pulled off, so that was pretty cool too.
There is a big elk herd up on that hill. Probably a good 20 of them. Earlier we saw about 8. They're enjoying their breakfast. Back in about, I don't know, a mile or 2. This turns off to the left and it's starting to become a little bit more of what would look like a trail. Still is technically a road, but we're getting a little narrow and washed out and things like that. ride, guys. You're cool and tough on the trails, and then let's see. That was my mom. Thank you.
Yep.
So this shelf drive is probably the hardest thing you're going to find on Last Dollar, and it allows for absolutely stunning views as you come down. We went from the north to the south, so if you're coming from the south to the north, you're going to be climbing this. You guys can see down there, there's some campsites along. Yeah, Keri's geeking the whole time because of beautiful flowers this time of year. We have about 5 miles left before we make our turn to go into Telluride. Probably about a 15-20% grade. I would say anyone can probably do this trail. I would probably advise at least all-wheel drive, just for the fact of, especially if it started raining while you're up here. And if you had to make this climb, this 15% grade, it'd be probably pretty sloppy. It's a little bit bumpy. I always advise an off-road tire, all-terrain or something like that for doing trails with rocks. Or better make sure you at least have a spare. So, again, stunning views, beautiful. Just a nice drive. We decided to do this on 4th of July and just go into town and kind of take it easy today. Also get a little time out in nature. That's what today is about. Film some more flowers. Are you gonna squeal? There's pink flowers.
Trying to behave. I know, they're so pretty. There's all different colors.
Yellows, purples, blues, white, pink, lavenders. There's all kinds of real pretty stuff along the way. Big aspen trees. Definitely worth the cruise through. I would say probably expect to take takes about 16 miles roughly, and I would expect to spend about 2 hours doing this drive.
Expected flying, so we'll set up just for you, Paul.
As you enter the south side of Last Dollar Road, the last like 2 miles are very residential, and so the road becomes smooth and wide again, and you get to see some absolutely gorgeous homes down here along the way before you reach the Telluride airport here shortly. In the video or not, but that long stretch of pavement out there, that is the airport. You can kind of see over here too. What did you say about the airport earlier?
It is the second highest elevated airport in the U.S. Pedestrian airport.
And all those small private jets and planes.
We are in Telluride. Looks like they're just clearing out from their parade. And we've never been to this town, so we're gonna just go walk the streets, maybe get something to eat. Excited to be here. Well, y'all, this is our last and final day out here in our Utah, Colorado trip. Today we are doing Imogene Pass. We will have a 5,500 foot climb up from Ouray to the top of Imogene. First we will do Yankie Boy Bason. Pretty mild trails, not super hard. The way we're going from Ouray is going to be uphill the whole way. Pretty much we end over in Telluride. But today we have 7 vehicles. Keri's friend, Amanda is with us today. You guys have seen her in maybe one or two of my videos before. We installed the bullet point stuff in her Toyota. So, you know, we've been hitting it hard. Everyone's probably tired and a little bit worn out at this point, but everyone's been rocking along. We've had a couple of small repairs along the way. I think 2 brake lines, sway bar links, things like that. Nothing major. My Jeep's been running a little bit hot, but we just keep, I had to top the coolant off last night. It seemed like it's running a little bit better today, but my cooling fan seems sporadic. So we got to work through that. But I'm going to just turn the camera around. We'll walk you around the rigs one more time before we hit the trails here. Alright, so we'll start you at the back. We have John, Mirandy, JKU, LS swap. Again, that Jeep's going to be for sale. Mirandy in her LJ, Amanda in the 4Runner, Kyle in the 4Runner, Tom and Beth, Lance and Desiree, and Keri and I up front leading things up there with the old JKU 07 with the old Dana 60s. We just got some new covers and got our locker working again before we came on this trip. Alright guys, let's hit the trail. So this basically starts like many of the other trails around here. Starts with a nice hard packed, essentially dirt road with just some little bumps. And as so many others, it kind of just follows a river next to the road. It's a real beautiful drive. It's like we're coming over a bridge. Let's see if I can get some water in here. Starting to make our way up Yankie Boy Bason. We've been traveling for about a half an hour now up the mountainside. So we decided, just a gorgeous area, we could stop here and take a 15-minute break. Main road, we've seen a lot of hikers and side-by-sides and other things, continues on up here, but we're making this turn here and getting onto Imogene Pass. see this little offshoot here. We did not do that last time. It's rocky and in the woods, beautiful. Would recommend. And once you get done with that, you dump out into an open shelf road and out back in the sun again, and beautiful big views. More short girl problems.
Got a Mercedes going like 45 down the hill.
That's not how 4 low works. It is 12:30. The group decided to stop here at this old mine camp and explore a little bit, get some food in our bellies before we continue on up to Imogene. So if you are looking to try to find this place for a good lunch spot for you as well, you can look on your Onyx and look for Camp Bird. So this is called Camp Bird. Come in over this way and exit on these rock piles over here. Pretty neat, kind of a little nerve-wracking situation for some. Walk you guys over here. You can see these old timbers and concrete where they used to move whatever it was they were mining for here. Over there is actually the old mine entrance. All of them out here they pretty much have gated off to keep people safe. Old, what kind of looks like railroad timbers. I don't know if that's actually what it was. Based off these pillars, they used to move stuff down that way in the old piles. John and I just raced up this. I lost, as you can tell. He's breathing heavy too, though, so Don't make a fool ya. Slippery, slippery. Whew.
There's a guy riding his mountain bike up this.
Come on forward, Keri. Come up this left side. So you got a pretty good view of Telluride from up here. Way over there, which you guys probably can't see in the camera. You can see the airport that we drove by yesterday. So what we'll end up doing is actually go down over here, and we'll go down all the way to over there. So everything from here should be downhill. Majority of our ride, we're about 3/4 of the way through, has been uphill. Definitely one of the best trails in this area. Beautiful, beautiful. So we just came up the pass here to Imogene, and this guy's up here, and we're like, what is he doing dragging a tire? So I had to come over here and get him. It was a real interesting character. Can you tell us why you're up here?
I'm training for a race, ultra marathon called Ouray 100.
It's wild.
So we'll be back up here on race day.
And that goes from where to where?
Ouray up to here and then back to Ouray, but then there's ups and downs. You split off the trail that you came up on from Ouray. You split off and you go down to Ironton, and then you travel a little bit back towards Ouray, and you split off and you go up again, and then you go to Ouray and you go somewhere else and you go somewhere else, and eventually it's 100 miles.
100 miles, wow.
100 miles with 52,000 feet, I think. It's about 17 kilometers.
And how long you been up here training for that?
This will be day number 3.
Number 3, and you'll be here how long before that?
The start of the race.
Start of the race.
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks, so you're getting your lungs used to the altitudes, and he's talking tomorrow about going way down there, which is Telluride, which is actually a shorter distance from, he came from a camp. Actually, when you guys saw we did lunch, there was a 4Runner there. This actually belongs to him. I was wondering who's left the truck here. This is the guy. So interesting story. You mind sharing your name?
Cal Mitchell.
Cal Mitchell.
Cal Mitchell from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
Awesome. Well, wish you luck. Thanks for sharing.
Oh, no.
Tail, Paul, just so you know.
fixer-upper here, still asking $284,000. Close to Telluride at this point. It's been fairly tight trails off and on. Busy out here, so we've run across some traffic. I wouldn't call it super bad though. Rivian was here taking pictures in the tunnel. Trail has a little waterfall and the trail washing out a little bit. Sections of this where my tire is literally 6 inches from the edge, I'll drop it off the cliff. I don't know, have you seen some of the hikers out here? According to the map, it looks like our trail should actually run by the city, not actually through the city.